So if you haven't noticed, I haven't uploaded in a little while. Reason why? I'm honestly feeling a little bit constrained. That and I am genuinely busy. When I started this channel, I started with some videos focusing on comic books, which has led a lot of people to think that this channel is completely dedicated to comic books. It's not. It's a way for me to talk about stuff I love and share it with others. I love comic books, I adore films, I like video games, though I'm not very good at them unless it's Pokemon. I love anime, and I'm a massive nerd of science and academia, which, given I recently landed a job as a university lecturer, I'm not surprised by that in the least. A lot of the time, I feel like those subjects that interest me would be really boring to people. I started scripting a video the other week based on my undergraduate dissertation, a video on comics and transmedia storytelling, which also dips into some animation and anime history. Trust me, that makes a lot more sense in context, but did serve well as a way to slip in Astro Boy into my final essay, and to justify a book I bought when I was 15. Always stockpile books. Elimination.
Lack of education.
What I'm trying to say is, interests vary. I can talk about comics one week, anime another, or maybe just complain about a film I absolutely can't stand. I'm looking at you, Ghost in the Shell. Butcher a franchise all you want doesn't make your forgettable movie any better. Speaking of variety, that was a terrible segue, I started watching more anime again recently, partly because I was bored and Crunchyroll was free with adverts and various other stuff was still saved on my hard drive, and I am completely broke for several months, meaning that I've had to miss out on a lot of the Superman issues lately, and I am seriously going through withdrawals. That and Super Sons. I'm 2 issues behind on Super Sons and I can't stand that. I did get these for my birthday the other week, while I actually haven't read Reborn yet, I need to write something up for Teen Titans #1. In short, I really liked it. Also, look at this! This was an absolutely excellent gift from my dear friend and mentor, and this is really damn cool. Plus these lovely bombshell statues that happily sit on my research shelf.
Stay on target.
Right, so as I was saying, I've been watching anime a little more recently, mostly dubbed as I'm watching it while I work. Before you ask, I do usually watch sub if it's a new show, but yesterday, as I would write this, I watched the whole first season of My Hero Academia. As a superhero fan, this show caught my eye, and something tells me I do need to get around to watching One Punch Man eventually. What crossed my mind while watching My Hero Academia was very much the Japanese views on superheroes. When I usually think of Japanese superheroes, I think of, say, Goku from Dragon Ball Z, Naruto from, well, Naruto, Kamen Rider, Super Sentai. Personally, I was a sucker for the Power Rangers as a kid, still love the Green Ranger, and various other superpowered heroes of manga and anime. And while a lot of people may shout out that I'm being very generic in my description, let's offend the people who love comic books then. When I think of Western comic books, I think of Superman and Clark Kent, Spider-Man and Peter Parker, Batman and Bruce Wayne, Miracle Man and Michael. What really struck me was the idea of secret identities and superhuman registration. Yes, I'm thinking about Civil War. My Hero Academia got me thinking about the nature of secret identities, and how the West and East would respond to the same set of situations. A large amount of people gaining superpowers. Let's take the Marvel Universe as an example. Despite stating that mutants and Inhumans, etc. are uncommon in the population, it's clear that they're a lot more common than people seem to state, especially in the case of Inhumans, where anyone could be an Inhuman without even knowing it. But the Marvel Universe constantly brings up things such as superhuman registration and a "can they be trusted" mentality. Honestly, it always reminds me of this line.
But how can I trust you? You was born different.
I know, I'm a child. Leave me alone. But what I mean is, when the same thing happens in the world of My Hero Academia, which, as far as I know, could just be Japan in the Marvel Universe. I've only seen the first season so far, so I could be very wrong with this assumption. It's treated the same way as Japan treats anything in reality. A country that prides itself on industry turns the superhero gig into an actual job that you can train for. The UA Academy in My Hero Academia could be seen as a parallel to the schools like the Xavier or Jean Grey Institutes for Higher Learning. The difference that stood out to me is that most of the students attending these schools in Marvel largely have to hide why they are attending those schools in particular, or even the fact that they have powers, sometimes from their own parents. With My Hero Academia, the school is praised, well known, students are lauded for getting in. It seems that you could view them as examples of how 2 different cultures view differences, or exceptionally unique quirks. I don't know. This was just a side thought that I wanted to talk about for a bit. I'm busy trying to edit another script just to try and get something out, and this was just a little thing I thought you guys would be interested in. I know a lot of you will say that this is just rambling, but this is how I am 90% of the time, and I wanted to share it with you guys. What do you all think? I still need to watch season 2. In fact, at the time of recording this, I am just about to finish the tournament arc because I kind of continued my binge session when I should have been sleeping. I may pick up the manga once I'm done, if I have any money actually to spare, once I've gotten my Superman fix, and once I've actually been paid. If I get this massively wrong, and there is actually a large amount of people in the My Hero Academia universe that can't stand the fact that people have powers, which I highly doubt, considering it's stated that 80% of the population have abilities, then, you know, leave a comment down below saying that I am an absolute colossal massive idiot. You know, leave a comment as usual. By the way, our friends over at the Rad Nerd are playing old arcade games, including Spider-Man, so please, go say hi. Right, I'm gonna go finish watching the tournament arc and probably the rest of season 2 because, well, I got to. Till next time.